welcome back. So I did a mini Sephora haul, and spoiler alert, I loved everything I bought. I bought it with the hopes of doing like a first impressions of hyped up makeup, but my filming schedule due to personal things got disrupted, and so now it's like full-on review, full-on application, so you can see how much I love everything. And without further ado, let's just get into the makeup look. So I don't have anything on my skin because I really wanted you to see the actual finish of these products. So the only thing I have on right now is my Rhode Peptide lip treatment. I just wanted to do a quick little update on this product. It does have graininess to it, and I don't mind it that much because having it on your lips, like the heat of your lips for about 5 minutes will make whatever it is, I think it's like wax or something in the formula, it melts. And so it stays like nice and juicy. I really like this product. It makes my lips feel really nice. It's really nice for putting on before bed, applying throughout the day for added moisture, and for lip prep for makeup. But yeah, just to let you know, it does get grainy, even the clear ones. Something that I got in my haul that I am not going to be applying today because I had kind of a weird skin reaction to it. You might be able to see it. It's like a little bit on my chin and on my nose here. I applied this a couple of days ago just to test it out. And yeah, I kind of had like a little bit of bumpiness. It's the Danessa Myricks Balm Blurring Powder. I got this with my Sephora points, so I technically didn't spend any money on it. And it's not what I thought it would be. It just kind of feels like a salve, but once it's applied to the skin, it gets kind of like this matte, velvety texture. And like, I understand the point of it. It's a blurring primer. It's a mattifying primer. It'll be good for people who have super oily skin, but there's something in it. It's like, kind of smells like menthol in a way. I don't know. It's a strange product. I don't think it's bad. It didn't make my complexion products break up or anything like that, but unfortunately my skin did not like it. So yeah, I'm gonna give this to somebody. So I'm gonna start off with eyebrows. I got this NYX eyebrow pencil in the shade Ash Brown, and I've been really loving it. I bought this probably a few weeks ago from NYX, maybe a month ago, and I think this color is really nice. I do currently like a more like chiseled bottom. My eyebrow, just for it to look a little full, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm doing my brows right now. Okay, with my eyebrows, I like to just fill in kind of like the arch and the tail, and then take a line with very light strokes underneath to make the eyebrow a little more like structured, and then just blend it up so that it prevents any type of blockiness, you know? Not the most exciting thing, but it's been fun for me. This next product is exciting though, because you know, I've been kind of on a roller coaster ride with clear brow gels because I'm a clear brow gel girly. I love me a clear brow gel. I like a laminated look. I like a fluffy look. I like my long eyebrows to stick up. I can't justify the price of the Benefit 24-hour laminate. I think it's laminated brow setter thing. And it's an amazing product. I love the spoolie because it's kind of like a flat little spatula, but at the same time, it's just like one of those things where I was like, do I need to be spending this money on that kind of product? And then everybody's been really ranting and raving about the Rare Beauty, what is it actually called? The Flexible Lifting Gel. Everybody's been like real into it. And so I was like, how good could it be? So I picked it up and, you know, I was wrong. It really is amazing. And here's why. So it stays clear. So some brow gels say that they're clear, but they're really just like white and then dry down clear. And so if you go in and, you know, mess with it, it can get kind of like clumpy. It can get kind of like pilly. It can pick up other parts of your makeup. Like, it's just like, it's a very risky business. You know what I mean? But this puppy She goes on clear, she stays clear no matter how many coats you put on. You can do a laminating effect, or you can do kind of like a slightly fluffier effect. So I just like go all the way up with everything, and then I take my finger and chisel. And it stays all day without getting like crunchy or like feeling like hard and plastered to your face. It just really is that good. And I never thought that I would like rant and rave about a brow gel this way, but it really is. It's like a run, don't walk. Okay, now getting into complexion. For the longest time, loved the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. And when I used it up, I was like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna like wait and see what else comes out. I've been wanting to explore more of the newer formulated skin tint. So I picked up the Ciele Tint and Protect. It's SPF 50. It's tinted serum with mineral SPF in it. I have the shade 03 Light. I think this is a really, really good skin match for me. And you know, spoiler alert, I love this so much that I'm even debating getting a summertime shade. I've had time to use this in a multitude of different ways, and currently my favorite is with a sponge, because I think it just allows the product to really sink into the skin in a very even way. I need a mirror. I have found like the Ilia skin tint that's also in a little dropper thing. You can go overboard. Maybe like a fourth to like half of a dropper's worth full allows for a nice even coverage for all over the face. I haven't had this look cakey. I haven't had it look like it's like clinging to dry spots or anything like that. But it did crease like around my nose and my smile lines one time when I mixed it with my Auric Glow Lust. So I think I just had too much product on my face in general. It looks really nice when you apply it with a brush, but a little bit of this goes a really long way. So I found it a little difficult to spread out with my fingers. So I think my preferred method is definitely with a sponge. And I feel like it just goes on a little bit more even, and it just takes less time too. The only negative thing I have to say about it is the applicator. It's like one of these things, you know, not a big fan of that, but I can overlook it because look how gorgeous that makes my skin look. And this will dry down a little bit, but that glow will stay there. Like it's very, very manageable. You can leave it like this or you can powder over it and it's not gonna look wild. Yeah, so I'm a really big fan of this, and yeah, this is hands down probably one of my favorite things I've put on my skin in a while. I love the Glossier foundation that came out, but this just has like a little more extra something, like something that I can't, like a little je ne sais quoi, like I can't really figure out what makes this like a little bit more special. Maybe it's just like the thought in my brain that my skin's protected from the sun, or the additional protection. Obviously, like you shouldn't use this as like your only sun protection throughout the day. Like you definitely should be using SPF underneath it, but it's just like the thought that counts, you know? Okay, bronzing. This next product gets me really jazzed. This is the Haus Labs bronzer. What is it? The Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer. I got this in the shade Light 3. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I'm sure that you've seen people use this and talk about it and love it, as do I. It's one of those like gel slurry formulas that dry down into a powder. So I find that you get the best of both worlds with this product. Like it blends out like a cream. It melts into the skin like a cream. When you touch it, it has this like jelly creaminess to it, but it's a powder. And so you get the longevity of a powder. You get the pigmentation of a powder. It's just so, so gorgeous. I just tap, 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 tap. I just take this all over the face because it really is just so gorgeous. Like it blends out itself. Like it's so, so nice. I wish I had better adjectives to describe it, other than being like, it's great, it's good, I love it. I've never heard a negative review of this. And so it's one of those things where I knew it was newer. I knew that they had, you know, relaunched the brand. And for the longest time, I just didn't really care. But the more and more I saw people talk about this product, I was like, you know, I have been a little curious about the old powder bronzers lately. And I've found that you'll never get like that little like dreaded blob of bronzer that you'll sometimes get. Like I sometimes get that with my Gucci bronzer. But you can apply this and rest assured that it will blend out. I've also been taking this onto my eyes. I really like the way this bronzer looks on my eyes. Just like a little wash of bronze to add dimension back. And then taking it onto the bridge of my nose here. Okay, so as you see, looking pretty natural, very pretty. Yeah, I just love this combination. It's just so, so nice. This next product, I'm like, how has it taken me this long to try the Saie Dew blushes? Oh my God. This is not a new product on the market by any means, but this is a new shade and everybody loves it, especially if you have olive undertones, because it's just like, I think it was described as like a, kind of like a rosy beige, and how I like to take it is on the back of my hand. And you only need a little bit, just about that much. I'm gonna take this very dirty old brush here and really saturate it onto my brush. That way, there's not gonna be any like globs of product sitting on my skin. This product just adds the most beautiful color, even color, blends out seamlessly, and gives you a very, very beautiful glow at the same time. And now I'm obsessed. I'm like, God, I have slept on these Saie blushes for so long. I was like, I don't need it. For some reason, they just never called to me. And then I saw this color and I was like, okay, maybe they do. And I've been a fool. I've been a fool. This blush, I believe so this blush is what I expected the Patrick Ta She's Baked blushes to perform like. Like I wanted that like very even ethereal glow, kind of rosy tan, a little bit of sun-kissedness to it. My little baby hairs. My hair's going through a regrowth moment right now, and the baby hairs are just a little unmanageable and just sticking everywhere. Yeah, I have never had a bad skin day using any of these new products. Like, look. Oh. And nothing really lifts your mood like a good skin day, you know what I mean? Like, wow. Just take a little bit up under the forehead so everything matches. And then whatever's left on my hand here, take it onto my eyes. Yeah, absolutely obsessed with this. This is the feeling that I wanted from the Patrick Ta, that's for sure. And yeah, I think I can just come to the conclusion that I don't really like that product. And this is definitely more my jam. And probably because it's a cream liquid blush. It's just what I like, you know? I am who I am. Also, that's it blended out on my hand. Like, look how gorgeous that is. Yeah. Dew Blush by Saie in the shade Cutie. Honestly, new favorite. Love it. All of these are like new favorites. Just, I'm obsessed. This isn't new because Lord knows I have enough single eyeshadows, but this is the Sephora colorful glitter eyeshadow in the shade Twinkle Twinkle. Just kind of staying with the old Sephora theme here. And yeah, I think this is an amazing bang for your buck. And I like the way that this looks on top of like a very simple base, like just incorporating your bronzer and blush onto your eyelids here. It's a very simple, like minimal makeup bag type of item. And it performs just as well as any luxury eyeshadow that I own. Okay, to finish off complexion, I'm just gonna clean up the edges and my under eyes with the Nars Soft Matte Concealer. I wear this in the shade Cafe con Leche. Been using this for years, and I just think it's wonderful. Still a favorite. But yeah, just adding a little bit under the eyes here kind of clean up this area. Make them a little bit sharper, a little bit more diffused. Kind of cover up this moment down here, the redness. And then taking the remainder on the jawline to kind of snatch it a little bit. Okay, so complexion is done. Let's finish up the eyes. When I try a new mascara, I always like to get a mini, especially if they're expensive. So I got the mini Ultra Nero. Is that what it's called? It's the Valentino mascara. Do they have more than one? I don't know. But it's in the black shade. And it's supposed to be like a volumizing, fluffy. And it is. It's pretty great. I really, really like it. And highly recommend if you're into a big ol' lash. It did not smudge, did not flake. It seems to be aging nicely. And I do find that minis are already kind of like, I don't want to say aged, but they're already like at their prime by the time that you open them. And so you can really see what the mascara is going to be like when it's like, you know, a couple weeks old, when the mascara is like what I like to call cured, you know? So yeah, it doesn't flake, doesn't smudge. I wouldn't call it an easy removable formula, but I didn't have a hard time removing it from my eyelashes with just a regular makeup cleanser. And that's all I can really ask for with a non-tubing formula, you know what I mean? And yeah, this does not clump. It provides just enough separation, even though it's a volumizing mascara. And it's really gorgeous. I really, really like this. Like, this is what you want from a luxury brand makeup product. You know, you want it to be exceptional because you're paying an exceptional price. And also, like, do you need to buy luxury brand mascaras? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, you can find something that works just as good as this in the drugstore or from, you know, like a mid-tier brand. So this is like one-ish coats. And yeah, I think it's pretty nice. Really nice. Will I buy the full one? Maybe. But it's definitely a win. Like, it's a good product. So that's done. So let's just move on to lips. So I just removed any remaining Rhode lip treatment. And it's a nice product because it really sinks in. Like, it actually like heals the lips if they're a little dry, which mine were. So I'm just gonna go with the Tower 28 one liner in the shade Work of Art. Okay, and I think that goes like really lovely with the blush and just kind of the overall look. Sometimes I've just been keeping it just right here and just applying a lip gloss or a lip balm over top of it. I didn't buy anything, so I don't have anything new for the lip category. Partly because I don't really care about anything that's been coming out. It just seems like they're all just like, kind of like how fast fashion, they go through these trends. It's like fast makeup in a way. Like, everybody's coming out with lip balms, lip treatments, lip oils, and they all look the same. Like, there's almost like no difference between these products. And like brands that it's not really their like aesthetic or like their vibe to come out with these lip treatments. They're just coming out with these products and they don't make any sense. And unfortunately, like, a lip gloss slash lip kind of treatment balm in a squeezy tube, that's my favorite kind of lip product. And I'm getting kind of like decision fatigue. I'm not interested in one of my favorite things anymore because it's just so oversaturated, and it's kind of come to a point where like I'm gonna finish up the ones that I have, and anytime I finish one up, then I'll try another one. But it's just like the Tower 28 ones, there's the Naturium ones, there's just so many right now that I just like, I was very tempted to get the Tower 28 ones, but then I was like, why would I do that? Like, that's just so silly. So anyways, long story short, I've been gravitating towards my Merit lipstick, and this is an old favorite of mine. I have this in the shade Slip, because they've recently, like, they're basically the only ones that have launched. I think them and Prada recently are the only ones that are like, hey, we made some lipsticks. So Merit just released some matte versions of these, and there's some colors in there that I'm definitely intrigued by, and I might pick some up in the future because I do love this so much. And people who have tried them say that they feel really light and just nice on the lips, and that's my favorite type of matte formula, is when it's light and kind of pillowy, can't really feel it. But I do love this formula still, and I'm happy to like revisit it because it was an old favorite. It's kind of gotten a little lost in the background with all the things that I've been trying the past year and a half. But I'm happy to like start reaching for this again because, like I said before, I'm just like, I just have so much decision fatigue with all these like lip treatments and lip balms and lip oils and glosses and stuff. And even though that's my favorite kind of lip product, it gets boring. It gets really boring. So I find myself going against the grain and being like, oh, maybe I want to do like a more full coverage type of lipstick. And instead of like buying the new lipsticks, I'm just reaching for ones that I already own, and that's okay with me, you know? Okay, thank you so much for being here. I'm really happy with my purchases that I made, and I've sat, you know, on wanting to get these products for a while. I thought about these products for a while, and I finally bit the bullet and did it. And I'm really, really happy with the result. All of them look so beautiful with other makeup products and together. And I 1000% will recommend everything that I used in this video, for sure. And yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!